And one of the other things that gets lost in this process is that we try to put this in real true layman terms as best as possible, because it is federal law, so it can get kind of messy. But if an individual comes across the border that first time and they don't go through the normal immigration processes, it's a federal civil violation. It's not a criminal event, so it's not, and that's where this whole issue of holding people for a civil matter. You can't hold people on civil issues unless you have a specific court order. Now, other civil issues that might be similar to that would be probate holds and things like that, where it's a mental health issue or some other kind of an individual that can't care for themselves. The judge will step in through probate court and make a decision that okay, the government's going to hold on to this person, and the sheriff shall transport this person. And so we do that. In last week's Post Bulletin, there's an article with Teresa Amazai, who's the sheriff of Mower County, and they had an individual that they held onto for 10 days in a mental health capacity, not because of any criminal charges, but because there was a court order that said that the sheriff shall transport this individual to a mental health bed, but there was no mental health beds available in the state. So there's civil issues, but it has to be a court order. If a person is then extradited or returned, deported in a sense, not extradited, but deported then, after they've been caught on a civil immigration violation, so they've come across the border once, or they've gotten caught for the first time. Maybe that's the better way to say it. They may have come across the border multiple times, but they've been caught by immigration folks, and then they get returned, and then they return again. Now that becomes a criminal offense. So there's different levels in here, and that's where these things get muddied up and messed up, is that people want to make it so simple. It's not simple.